Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 15 Big 12 Championship Game Day. Oh my god, what a day of conference championships. If you've missed it, we've had things go absolutely sideways. The complete playoff landscape looks so much different from week 13 to now. It is absolutely ridiculous. If you're just tuning in, we had so many upsets here in the conference championships, so many weird things. But this game right here, Nebraska and Oklahoma State, two user teams that have been so entertaining all year long for their ups and their downs, their big plays. Oklahoma State is two Heisman finalists. I cannot wait to watch it, folks, so thanks for being here. We are going to get into this game shortly, but a few announcements as always. If you've seen the pings, we are trying to get this season over with and into the new game as seamlessly and quickly as possible. So that means please go to the announcement section in the Discord, look at the ping, and DM me your choice of your team if you're going to stay put or if you're going to test the coaching carousel and see if you can grab one of those new teams. I need those DMs as quickly as possible, so please do it now. If you haven't already, you'll be back before we get into the game. And also, we just launched our head-to-head server. Go check it out. SFA head-to-head. You can join, play for free, and compete to be the best team in the SFA. You can earn rewards such as like free tournament entries, cash prizes, or even home field merch. And you can enter tournaments in there as well, and we're hoping to build that server here in addition to the SFA, so check it out. But Big 12 Championship here, as always. This is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can join in anytime, grab an open team, and build them to the top. If you are watching live, you can use your Twitch Prime sub to help support us, help pay for that national championship trophy and care package I'll send to your house if you win the whole damn thing. And before we get started, man, look at the aura of Chase Boggs here. He has 3 game day pick sixes this season, looking for a 4th. We'll see if he gets it done. But as always, folks, check out our friends over at Home Field. They're very cool. Gave us a code. Use code SFA, 15% off. You can also use our affiliate link in the future to continue to support us as well. So let's get into it. First and foremost, Nebraska. Just an unbelievable cataclysmic collapse from Iowa State to lose the division. Nebraska was a preseason favorite to potentially win the whole CFP, and they went super high early, beating Tennessee, then super down, giving up 27-point comeback in 5 minutes to Coastal, and then had a terrible midseason, and then turned it on at the end, and they are here with a chance to go to the CFP. Unbelievable season for them. One of the craziest swings, turns, whatever you want to call it, in SFA history for a regular season. We'll see if Coach Zach can get it done here. He just fresh off a plane from Norway. We'll see if he's watching, but they're led by quarterback Julius Swain, the red shirt junior. Running backs, Brandon Adams, very good player here. Wide receivers, you'll see Arian Green Davis in the slot, the SFA guy, 99 speed. Rashiko Johnson on one end, Bobby Williams on the other. At tight end, Casey Colvin and Matt Estes. At offensive lineman, Pat Malaholo, quickly becoming one of the best linemen in the country, so watch out for him. Lawson may or may not be injured this game, but you've got Abrams, you've got Regis Willingham. This is one of the best offensive lines in the country. They don't have to worry. On defense, you got Mark Jones, Jeremy Long in the middle. You got dual SFA players, Ping Mayorga and Doug Duthie. And at linebacker, Jerome Everclear, Jakeem Bobo, and Jacob Phillips. And at corner, Quentin Appleby on one side, Chase Boggs on the other. The X Factor. He had an incredible game against Iowa. He's had insane plays all year long. Watch out for this guy. And critical injury for Nebraska, losing Stephen Moore here, their slot corner. So it will be Jarrett Holmes and Kevin Edwards. At safety, the Old Dominion transfer, Davion Tart. And at strong safety, Blair Olson. You might see some Tubby Page action as well. And their kicker is a freshman, Dustin Mathis, 13 of 17 on the year. Big power, not so big of a leg. So now checking in on Oklahoma State. On the flip side, they have had the biggest breakout season I've ever seen for an offense over the course of the last couple of seasons. Stequavius Gates has been a godsend for Coach Feds, saving his career, frankly. They have the transfer from Old Dominion, Huey Creed. A lot of transfers from Old Dominion in this game. But Stequavius Gates is a Heisman finalist, as well as wide receiver Tyreek Asher. Oh my God, he has been incredible. I want to show you his stats, but I don't want to risk the game crashing. I don't know if he's one of the players that crashed the game, but 92 overall. He is the top guy. Cannot wait to see this guy go head-to-head with Boggs and Appleby all day long. Adam Shelton makes a ton of plays as well. You got Marcus Hill here. And yeah, this game, as Flame is saying, held out Baylor. So Derek McNeil at tight end. The offensive line is a little hurt. You don't Brian Huston this week. So Alan Mitchell might be injured, hurting a little bit. So the offensive line is a bit weak. We'll see how Gates handles that. He is pretty mobile. But John Willis here at end. Other end is Lee Thomas. In the middle, a longtime SFA player, Deuce Withers, and Terry Baker. At linebacker, Jacob Todd, Leonard Akana, the SFA guy, and Kyle Mixon. At corner, you got Byron Mays, Tyler Thibodeau, and Caleb McCarty. Now, if you don't remember Caleb McCarty, he led the SFA in interceptions a couple of years ago over at Toledo, entered the transfer portal, and now he's their slot guy. Watch out for him. He is elite as well. At safety, Derek Hackett, and on the other side, John Graves. And they also got the SFA guy, Kazra Ramdas, who might see him, might not. And kicker is the transfer from Arkansas State, the SFA kicker, 83 overall, 93 power, 75 accuracy, Robin Edmondson, one of the best kickers in the country. So that has it on tap for you guys, folks. Just looking at the playoff, projections are showing that this game is for an auto bid, it's for an auto bid, but for a first round bye potentially, so a top 4 seed in the playoff with all the other things. So what we know right now is Michigan gets an auto bid, Boston College in the ACC gets an auto bid, USC from the Pac-12 gets an auto bid, Tennessee gets an auto bid, and Fresno State gets an auto bid. Those 5 teams are guaranteed to make the playoff. You can also assume teams like Baylor, who didn't play this week, or Buffalo likely are in the playoff field as well. And that's it. So we don't know what's going to happen, which of these teams going to join the ranks. With this crowded of a bubble, I feel like this is also probably a must-win for Oklahoma State. You do not want to be at 4 losses and be on that bubble. Same thing, Nebraska, they're out if they lose this game. So they've been fighting the odds for multiple seasons at this point. I think that they are ready for it. So let's see, can Zach make the playoff after one of the weirdest years, or will this finally be the coming-of-age moment for Coach Sved? A lot on the line here. Let me get my thumbnail. Let me get us going in our predictions. Get those bobbing us out. We've had quite a few upsets today. We'll see if we have another. Nebraska, or will it be Oklahoma State? One of the rare times last week where a loss actually moved them up in the rankings, surprisingly. They went from 6 to 5 because they lost to Oklahoma but backdoored their way into this game. It was supposed to be Baylor, but TC with a massive upset last week vaulted Oklahoma State here. So chance at potentially a first-round bye. If you guys are joining us, Nebraska is the favorited team. 2.5 points here. And Oklahoma State, this is an over-under of 60.5. Now, this game is in Arrowhead, Kansas City, so it's about halfway between both these teams. Probably a little closer to Nebraska, I believe. I'm not quite sure. Just depends where Stillwater is located in Oklahoma. But for this game, we know that Nebraska is going to wear their black shirts jerseys. So I think for Oklahoma, we got to use some of these fun, you know. I think they have a big one. Hold on, I'm looking for a Big Pete logo. Do they have a Big Pete? Yes, they do. The Chrome Dome, the Pete logo on the helmet. Love that. And then jerseys. Do we want to go something fun? We know Nebraska's going to go all black, or all white. Could go with the orange throwback. I know Sved's not watching, so try to make him proud. Do we go all orange, or do you add in a little bit of the gray? Maybe the white works? The Cowboy Battalion, or just straight black? I think I like this one with this. The aura seems pretty good. Got some big spend. Oh my. Is this a 10 on 1? Come on, folks. Get those Babanas going. We got the big 12 championship here. Come on, folks. Remember, we should have full, all the same things, recruiting and stuff coming tonight. Obviously, this takes priority. But we're going to figure out the playoff. We're going to figure out bowl games ideally tonight. We're going to figure out a lot of stuff today. So, BearCave should come up tonight. I'm expecting bowl games to be Saturday, hopefully. So, a lot coming here. We got 10 Babanas versus 11. Man, you guys really don't know which way you want to swing it here. Unbelievable. Hold on, folks. Let me just crack open my energy drink here. I've been up since 4 a.m. Had to go to work today. Ah, yeah, that ghost energy. I do want to say, you guys in Chicago that have the ghost for 2 for $5, I got Nerd Clusters 2 for $5, so suck on them apples. All right, folks, Big 12 Championship, here we go. We've got Nebraska. We've got Oklahoma State. Dude, a Nerd Clusters sponsorship would go incredible. All right, here we go. Prima, Dogwater, nobody's eating a family-style bag every time they get Nerd Clusters. No, I'm sorry. And then you get mad at me for calling you out of shape. Be for real. Be for real. Okay, I don't eat the tiny bags. I eat the perfectly regular bags. And we got snow in Arrowhead! Yes! Yes! Yes, we've got a snow championship game, baby! It is cold between Nebraska and Oklahoma State. Playoff bid on the line. First round bye on the line. Oh, baby! Let's get it going. Arrowhead, baby. I like to think this is that negative degree day where the Miami fans came. Here we go, folks. Oh, it is nice here. You got to think this gives Nebraska a bit of an edge as they have the better running game. Oh my, folks. Unbelievable day today, crowning off with a game I wanted to see all season long, man. Wanting to see Nebraska play Oklahoma State, seeing Stequavius Gates and Tyreek Asher together. Arrowhead, baby, here we go. Arrowhead actually looks really good in this game. All right, here we go, folks. Big 12 on the line, playoffs on the line. What's going to happen? And Oklahoma State is going to get the rock first. We're going to see the number 5 team in the country. They take a knee. So here comes Stequavius Gates, the Heisman finalist, and Tyreek Asher. Tyreek Asher, number 80. He's not on the field to open it up. Big time snow game. They come out in the goal line. First carry goes to Huey Creed, the Old Dominion transfer SFA player. Gets 4. Oh, man, I cannot believe this is happening. This is a beautiful game. Chase Boggs, number 4 in the defense, is your impact guy. Stequavius Gates goes -3 to start it. All right, here we go. Their first third down of the day. It looks like it's going to be a heavy run game, it seems. Tyreek Asher checks in for the first time, top of your screen. Number 80. They have double coverage there right now. Over the middle, that's going to be short. Marcus Hill brought down a 3-and-out to start the day. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of 3-and-outs here to start. So here comes the punt unit. We'll see what happens here. The snow going nutty here. Nebraska is going to return this one. Wearing the all-white jerseys, definitely helping them out. They get up to about the 44. There's Arian Green Davis. So here comes Julius Swain and company. Brandon Adams in the backfield. Them two coming out in the goal line formation. Interesting. And they're actually going to audible. So from goal line audibling into the shotgun, they're going to hand this off to Adams, and he gets a couple brought down by Deuce Withers. Dogwire, just let the script play out, buddy. You don't think I planned for this? 2nd and 3, here we go. Across the 50, Casey Colvin. Hand off Brandon Adams. He reverses his field. He finds some room, and he gets 13. Nice gain there for the Cornhuskers. 1st and 10 now across the 40. Swain yet to throw it. Man in motion. They're going to run triple option here. Flips it out to Brandon Adams. He has some room. He cuts inside, cuts out. There goes Adams. He's racing to the goal line, and he's caught. 33-yard gain. What a play from Brandon Adams. Bobbing and weaving, finding the hole, brought down by the safety. Nebraska knocking on the doorstep here early. 1st and goal here for the Cornhuskers. The improbable season coming to a head. Can they take the lead first? Adams, he has a hole and he can't get in there. Second and goal here for Nebraska. Coach Zach, they're loading it up on both sides. The big nasties. Goal line formation. They're going to throw it. Swain, he takes off. Swain, touchdown Nebraska. They strike first in Arrowhead. A big-time drive, no throws, and Nebraska takes the early lead. No, Dogwater, we're not calling him the bird. All right, Oklahoma State now. They went 3 and out their first drive. We'll see what they can do here. Swain the Crane. All right, I like that. Crane is just spelled C-R-A-N-E, I believe. Or no, maybe that's like a construction crane. I don't know. All right, here we go, folks. Back in the goal line formation here. Boggs blows it up. Huey Creed trying to find some room. He can't. Man, it looks like conditions are really poor out there with both teams going so run heavy here. We got heavy snow falling. Second and 8 now. They're going to spread it out a little bit. Tyreek Asher, bottom of your screen. Working on Chase Boggs. They're going to hand it off again. No, trying to rip it out. He goes -3. So 5 plays so far. Oklahoma State not doing much. Coach Fed playing very cautious here to open the game. So a 3rd down here. Stequavius Gates, the Heisman finalist. Can he get him a first? Clean pocket, 3. He floats that. That's going to be a 1st down. John Henry. Much needed conversion there. I don't want to get over dramatic, but it felt like they really needed that one. Handoff here. They open up a big hole for Huey, and that's going to be a 1st. So now they're out at the 50 here after 2 big plays. Back to the goal line. Looks like Huey Creed is going to get a huge target share today. Runs over the safety and gets 8. Davion Tart can't make that tackle. Transfer from Old Dominion on transfer of Old Dominion. Former teammates last season. Back to the goal line. 2nd down. If it works, don't fix it. Another power handoff to the outside. They get the edge. There goes Huey. He breaks a couple, and he is brought down by Quentin Appleby. See, Dogwater, you wanted an offensive showcase. You got one, baby. It's just goal line runs over and over. Second, attack in the red zone now is the Cowboys. Gates makes a change here. Gates going to hand it off again here to Creed. He breaks one. He can't break Bobo's, as he loses a yard. The final auto bid on the line. 2nd and 11 here for Oklahoma State. Must-win scenario for both teams. Asher, top of the screen. No targets yet. He's over 2,200 yards of total offense so far this season. Open over the middle, and that's a big-time hit for Adam Shelton. His first catch of the day. He's a great compliment to Asher. And they now are inside the 10. Only 3 passes so far for Gates, so normally a very pass-heavy team. First and goal, we got the split back sets. Gates, it's triple option, and he is swallowed up in the middle. Everclear in on the tackle, along with the replacement corner. Number 21 looks like it might be a Legion of Dread guy. No, that's Tubby Page. So it looks like Tubby Page is the guy checking in at the slot now. The SFA IGR. So they're going back to the shotgun here. Quick option for Gates. It's going backwards. That's a fumble. But Creed falls on it. They keep possession. What a poor play. And these conditions, man, are just not good enough for pitches, as now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 20. Gates has time. He's going to zing that one, and it's dropped. So it's time for one of the best kickers in the country to come on out. Robin Edmondson, transfer from Arkansas State, to put points on the board. The kick is up, and it's good for the Cowboys. Big time kick there for Edmondson. And a huge recovery there for Huey Creed to maintain possession. So 7-3 here. Man, everybody's slipping and sliding around as Green Davis can't even get back to the 15. Man, everybody's just running like they're stuck in a bucket of mud. This is crazy weather, Flame. I think you're glad you missed this game. Zach, we've got a full snow game going at Arrowhead here, and these teams are playing like it. It's been all running, and Brandon Adams, he is cooking. Everybody else looks like they're in a bucket of cement. Adams is cooking. So 2nd and 9 here. They're cheating up. See if Swain's yet to throw it, and he's brought down in the backfield. Nice play there, Lee Thomas. He missed some time this year, but he's back. So 3rd and 13 here. Let's see if OSU can get a stop. See if Julius Swain makes a throw here. 3rd down. They are going to throw it. 4-man rush. Swain. And Deuce Withers gets it. It's a fumble! They pick it up. It's a scoop and score for the Cowboys. Lee Thomas gives them the lead. The SFA player, Deuce Withers, forces the fumble. Oh, baby. So Julius Swain puts it on the turf. And the funniest thing is the Oklahoma State, their band song. It sounds like the most, circus theme ever. But Arian Green Davis explodes. He gets 38. This game is going nutty. All right, we'll see if they can put that fumble out of their memory. And as they're going back to the option, it works this time. There's nobody there. Big run for Maurice Smith. Big play after big play. And you know what's so wild is, like, Oklahoma State just fumbled as well, but they recovered theirs. Nebraska not so lucky, and then fumbling on your own 3 is not going to get it done either. So 1st and 10 here. They're already across the 40, though, going back to the option. Swain's dropped by Akana, the SFA player. You love to see a quarterback with a touchdown on the ground have -3 yards of carry. 2nd and 12 now. Mid-screen, not going to work. Throws it very late to Washiko. That gets nowhere. So the first throw of the day goes for no gain for Swain. 3rd and 12 now for the Cornhuskers. Fringe field goal range, but in the snow feels like that's going to be mighty tough. Hits him over the middle. That's a conversion for Washiko Johnston, the SFA player. What a throw from Swain. Dogwater wants some yams in the snow. Let's give it to him. He wants a yam-flavored snow cone. 1st and 10. Swain keeps it. He finds a hole. He explodes. He's inside the 5. What a designed run from Coach Zach. Nobody knew Swain had the ball. Bit of almost a fumble-rooski of sorts. 1st and goal, Nebraska on the doorstep. Goal line formation. The best offensive line arguably in the country here. They're going to throw it again. Swain takes off. He has room. It's another tutty for Swain. They retake the lead. And for better or for worse, Swain's responsible for every touchdown on the day. So how about 24 points in the first quarter for you, Dogwater? How about that for your offense? Looks like we're gonna have a heavy scoring game today. Now it's time for Tyreek Asher to show up. Nebraska's looked good so far on defense. Tubby Page locking down the slot. Yet to see Boggs do much as they come out once again in the goal line formation. Give me another handoff to Creed. It's 4. Looks like Coach Fed's dedicated to the smash mouth football of the snow. Guess they feel like they can beat these guys up front. So that's the end of the first quarter, folks. 14-10. Difference is that Julius Swain fumble. All right, here we go. Second quarter. Nebraska on the defensive side now. Flips. Sequavius Gates makes an adjustment. And they run it again here with Creed. That's going to be a first down and a lot more. All right, Creed, I see you. First and 10 now here for the Cowboys. They're going to flip the play here. Nebraska playing very far off. They know Gates can yam it. He's going to run this one. They come up. He gets a stiffy, and Boggs lays the boom. You're not getting past Boggs. He's great in run defense as well. If you remember that fumble he forced on Rayshon Gloop in the Iowa game. Now in a bit more of a pistol formation here. Gates keeps it again. Stiffy's Page. There goes Gates down the sideline. Boggs trying to track him down. And he will. What a run from Gates. The 5-star quarterback taking it himself. Oh man, the freshman wasn't ready. So Oklahoma State immediately in attack. It's like, yeah, both teams are running it very heavily, but they're going nutty. As we're going to get a fake handoff there to Tyreek Asher. Doesn't do anything. And the snow definitely not going to help out Asher's Heisman chances, so he's likely not going to win the Heisman, but remember that will be announced later on in the week. Gates is the favorite. Hand off here to Creed, and Boggs brings him down. Boggs, man, he is a game day nightmare for opposing offenses. As we said at the top of the show, he has 3 game day pick sixes on the season. 3rd and 6 now. Could be a mid-screen here, and it's dropped by Shelton. So 4th down, field goal unit coming back on out to make this a 1-point game. Edmondson, it's good. So 2 field goals here for the Arkansas State transfer. This is why you recruit kickers, folks, in the transfer portal. Well, Zach, I mean, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's 14-13 here in Arrowhead. Nebraska, OK State. Auto bid on the line, probably a first-round buy is what we're thinking. Oh, he fakes it. Swain might yam. He floaties, and he hits his man. That's going to be, they're not going to mark it a first, so just short. Richard Robinson, but that might be the farthest throw of the day here for Swain. Throwing is not going to be the 14 today. 2nd and inches. Swain, quick option. He's going to keep it. He has some room. He gets that lead blocker. There goes Swain. Can he escape him? Swain finally pushed out. I think in a quarter and a half, or maybe a quarter and a couple of minutes, we've already seen more explosive runs on game day than we've seen all season long combined. This snowman is bad for the defense, or maybe these are just 2 elite running offenses. Man in motion, it's going to be Swain again. He only gets 6. Second and 4 now. Back to the goal line formation. Threatening the red zone. They're going to hand it off to Adams to the outside, and he goes nowhere. The key to breaking those goal line formations is getting off that first block. Getting off that lean blocker. Either force them outside or force them inside. So 3rd and 3 here for Nebraska. Can they keep the drive going? It's a quick option. Swain, can he make a move? No, he cannot. So 4th down, they're going to bring out their own kicker. See if they can hit this one. To make this back to 4. The kick is up, and it's good for Nebraska. So trading field goals here. Back to a 4-point lead here for the Corn. See if we can get a nice return here. First time Tyreek Asher's touched the ball today. The Heisman finalist. But not a lack of offense. They're getting it done on the ground. I feel like we thought Oklahoma State would be more predominantly done through the air, but they're hanging with Nebraska here. This weather definitely does favor Nebraska, though, as that's a diving grab for Shelton for 3. Definitely going to be hard to throw it in these conditions. We haven't seen any deep throws yet. Gates throws it over the middle yet again, working on Jakeem Bobo, and that's close to a first down. Convince me why become a booster is a bad idea. I don't know what you're referencing. We got 3rd down here. Hand off to Creed. He's going to get that first down. IRL? Or is this, are you talking SFA? As we got goal line formation again, and that goes nowhere. All right, folks, because it is a snow game, I'm going to turn on my air conditioning, so you might hear a slight background noise, but I'm sweating my tits off, so one sec. I'll be right back. So negative 2-yard run. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but just assume it's the snow. But I don't want my PC to overheat either. I don't care about myself, but exactly. I'm fucking cooking here. And we're yamming it first play. Oh baby, there it is. Adam Shelton, the biggest throw of the day. He gets 30. Like, I always have my AC on, but when I'm streaming, I turn it off because I don't want the background noise. But I actually need it here. It's just always because I don't want background noise. All right, split back, set, and Gates keeps it. Oh, he evades one, and oof, big hit by Boggs, but hung on by Gates. Remember, these two teams are responsible for the famous 6-0 game. That might have been last season. Split backs here. Hand off to Creed. And he spins, but doesn't get anything. It's going to be third down. Third and 4 now here for Oklahoma State. In fringe range of Edmondson. Don't want to count on field goals, though. They bring a blitz. Picked up. Floaties. That's going to be a first to Tyreek Asher. His first catch of the day, working on Boggs. All right, back to the goal line stand. Huey Creed gets 5. So this kind of situation will be interesting next season when it's like snow and they give it all to the running back and he gets wear and tear and then he gets cooked. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. 2nd and 5 now. Hands it off to Creed. Stiffies a man. Finds the outside. Lays the wood. Doesn't get the first. So once again, Nebraska can keep these guys off the field. Force another field goal. 3rd down. Gates. He's going to keep it this time. Can he get that first down? Yes, he does. If you like running games, this is the game for you. 17-13 here. Split backs for the Cowboys. Running a little clock here. Don't want Nebraska to get the ball back. Remember, Nebraska does get the ball after halftime. Gates in the split back. Asher, top of your screen, one-on-one. Quick option, breaks the initial tackle. Watch the flip. Oh, that was almost picked. Risky business for Gates, but it works out. They're throwing this one open man and gets about 6. Be another 3rd down. Trips left now for Oklahoma State. Can they find the end zone? It's a delay give to Creed, and no. So here comes the field goal unit yet again for Oklahoma State to get back within 1 point. It's going to be a very easy center of the field. They're going to run the clock here. It's going to be about 28-yarder. So Nebraska is going to let them. They don't have any more timeouts. To pull within 1 point here for Oklahoma State. The kick is up. Edmondson, it's good. His 3rd of the day. (17-16) is your score here. 3 field goals for Oklahoma State. Their only touchdown is a defensive score. The scoop and score off a Julius Swain fumble. So we're in Arrowhead here. Nebraska, 33 seconds. They got their own number 15 cooking. Kind of looks like Mahomes at Texas Tech right now. Not with his play, just with his look. They're just going to run it here. They are going to hurry it up. We'll see if they decide to throw it, take a shot. They are. They're yamming it deep. And he hits him. No, it's dropped. Oh, they take a chance and they had him. The lights were too bright. They caught him off guard, too. The mid-screen now, not going to do much. And it's 4th down, and Oklahoma State's going to want him to punt this. Julius Swain had it. He gave him a shot, and he just dropped it. They're coming after this punt. They don't get there. Looks like Oklahoma State will have 1 yam. So 6 seconds, maybe 2 plays if you're lucky here. See how far they can throw this, and no, they're just going to they're going to sit on this one, not going to call the timeout. And there it is, folks, as we hit halftime in the Big 12 championship game. It's 17-16 Nebraska in a game that was decided by 1 point in the regular season, is at 1 point here in the snow. This game is for a chance to play in the playoff, an auto bid. If you guys missed today's BearCave, we had Tulane win the Conference USA. Central Michigan won the MAC. Fresno State won the Mountain West. Western Kentucky won the American. Coastal Carolina won the Sun Belt. Michigan won the Big Ten. Boston College won the ACC. USC won the Pac-12. And Tennessee won the SEC. So the auto bids so far are Michigan, USC, Boston College, and Tennessee, along with Fresno State. Who will join them? Will it be the Cowboys? Or will it be the crazy Cornhuskers, who have 6 minutes of possession and the lead? What a week it's been, and what a game we've got going. Yes, sir. Tribe, this game's in Arrowhead. We've got snow. It's been a very run-heavy game for both teams. Oklahoma State's only touchdown is a defensive score. So here we go. Nebraska will get the second half kickoff. Thank you that they've added in the lines for my colorblind ass. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Yep, BC won the ACC, man. Cannot believe it. They have a good schedule, but man, it's one of those things, man. It's winning a conference is hard, and they did it with a backup quarterback. So 2nd and 13 here. They're going to hand this off to Arian Green Davis, and Akana says no, no, no. Brings him down in the backfield. SFA player bringing him down. So 3rd and long here for the Cornhuskers out of the break. You can't miss that polling block, buddy. Third and 14 now. And they dumped that off. Not going to be a first. So 3 now out of half. So Oklahoma State gets what they needed. Season tickets and donate to nursing scholarship. Ew. Which school are you boosting? Is this FSU? The Nursing Scholarship Fund. All right, back in the goal line formation. Heavy snow dominated by the run game for both sides. And there's a nice run from Huey Creed. Already his 20th carry of the day. Brought down by his former teammate, Davion Tart, over at Old Dominion. But big pickup here for Coach Fed. You know, he got a running back in the transfer portal. Maybe didn't need it until today. 2nd and 1 now. It's going to be a QB draw, and that goes nowhere. Gates stood up. So 3rd inches now here for Oklahoma State. Can they get a first? They're at the midfield. Handoff. Creed gets it easily. Finds some room. Gets 9 out of it. So we're across the 45 now. Boggs not done anything too special today, as it's not been a throwing game. And he just throws this one away very quickly. 9 of 12. Second and 10 now here. Split backs for OK State. Gates gonna be a screen. He gets it off, and they track him down. JP Battle goes backwards. The pass has just been dreadful for both teams. These conditions, it's almost impossible. It's like a block of ice you're tossing around. 3rd and 14 now. Gates, they're not going to throw it. The draw, he stiffies one, finds a way to still be up, but he's going backwards. Nice job by the Nebraska defense to swarm around him. Tubby Page in there too. Appleby's the one that finally got there, the Iowa State transfer. Skyflyer, you have 2 Old Dominion guys playing today. Huey Creed, he transferred to Oklahoma State, and then the safety for Nebraska, Davion Tart, your former safety. So 2 Old Dominion guys playing in this game. That's one of those unlikely little Easter eggs you'll find here, you know. That's the beauty of the transfer portal, though. That's where it's like really realistic, is they get this pitch off. Stays on his feet is Brandon. Oh, baby Brandon Adams. All right. Swaney's going to throw it. Dumps it short, and there's the tackle. This has turned into a very defensive performance as the snow's picked up here in the second half. It's getting a bit heavier here. 1st and 10, and they bring him down in the backfield, but Swain hangs on to this one. No fumble. Willis. Can you take me higher? So 2nd and 13 here. We approach the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Bobby Williams in motion. They're going to throw it to him. What a play from Swain. That's Johnston on the catch, but the wherewithal to not follow through with the play and just dump it off. Swain sometimes makes a good play, but they're only 20% here. 20% on 3rd down today. 3rd and 6. Only bring 4. Dumps that short. Can he get there? Yes, he does. He carries Akana across the 1st down line. Fresh set of downs for the Cornhuskers as they approach midfield. The snow picking back up. Already filling in where they snow plowed, and they go backwards again. Officials have to use the chains now. Second and 14 here for Nebraska. Man in motion. Quick option, and he doesn't pitch that. Probably for the better. They continue to go backwards. This very well, we may not see another score in this game. Third and 16 here for the Corn to keep this drive moving. Swain's going to deliver a dime. He does! What a throw. The best throw of the day hits Bobby Williams. The piss missile. I'm sure that thing felt like a ball of cement for Bobby Williams, but he brought it in. That's your average throw in a regular SFA game day, and is the best throw of the day here. First and 10, split backs across the 40. Nebraska's starting to cook. They flip the play. Quick option, and again he goes down. Lee Thomas, have yourself a day today. He has 5 TFLs, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. The only touchdown for OK State. He is dominating this defense. Second and 14 here. Back to the handoff. Brandon Adams finds some room, gets most of it back. Maybe about half of it. So third medium incoming. Only 9 carries today for Nebraska, or for Brandon Adams. Don't count out a run here. Third and 7. They're going to throw. It's a screen pass to Adams. He gets it out there. He breaks one. He can't break another. Very long drives for both teams, but nothing coming through here. Graves brings him down. Remember, boys, you're playing for a CFP game, and they're going for it. 4th down in the snow. Nebraska's getting aggressive. They're in no man's land. Too far for a field goal. Swain throws that short. They're going to have to make a play, and they don't. The turnover on downs. This could be the turning point for Oklahoma State. Pretty good field position now. Fed on the offensive now. They've not been the better team on the offensive side. We'll see if they start throwing the ball. Asher has 1 touch on the day. Gates, he's going to run this. Gates, oh, he cuts. He pushes. He gets 3. 17-16 still. No score in the 3rd quarter yet. 2nd and 7. Going to throw this. Over the middle, it's intercepted! They're going the other way, he has space! It's a pick 6 for the Cornhuskers! Oh, baby! Jacob Phillips, the linebacker, jumps the route on Sheldon and brings it home! Our 2nd defensive touchdown of the ball game. Oklahoma State got one. Now Nebraska gets on the board. So after Nebraska's defensive collapse, or defensive touchdown, Swain responded by going right down and scoring a touchdown. Still a 1-possession game. We'll see how Gates can respond. He's the Heisman favorite. The world is watching. Can he will this team to victory in the snow, down 8? You got the Heisman finalist Tyreek Asher at the top of the screen. How will Gates respond? Playoff on the line. Gates, he throws this one. It's a catch. Finds Derek McNeil, the transfer from Illinois. Second and 6 now. Fakes the handoff. They're going to have to start throwing it more. Takes his time. Escapes and stumbles. The Heisman favorite. The award, the playoff, all could be crumbling down it through Sved's fingers. Can he figure it out? 3rd and 5. Gates, he takes off. Gates, and he goes down. A 3 and out. And Nebraska fans, man, they can feel it. Arguably the most up and down season you could ever imagine. They're on the precipice, but they're all holding their breath because they know that they can blow 27-point leads in the blink of an eye. It is not going to be safe until we hit triple zeros. Anything can happen. Anything will happen. Who is going to the playoff? Just over 9 minutes left. Swain. Dumps that short! Ooh, that was almost picked. Robinson yanks it away from the corner. So as we end the 3rd quarter here, guys, 1 left. It's up 8 for Nebraska. Both teams have a pick six, or both teams have a defensive touchdown. Can Nebraska close it out? They have the ball. Touchdown could feel insurmountable here for the Cowboys. 9 minutes left between Nebraska and the CFP. Imagine saying that 3 weeks ago. Just unbelievable situations throughout the country. If you take a snapshot of the playoff race in week 13, it looks just so different. 3rd and 2. Give me a screen pass here to Adams. He's not going to get there! Another sack. It's Deuce Withers. Or Terry Baker. It's Terry Baker. All right. So they finally got the play they needed. It's definitely the most storybook season of all time, Zach. I don't know about greatest season. All right, Oklahoma State has their chance. I mean, a lot of people, when you get some of these, a lot of people, when you get these kind of results in the season with some very weird results, and it's not like the teams you perceive to be the best, it kind of dampens it for you. But for me, it's like you're playing in, you know, like the hottest team earned their way. You know, like Boston College, sure, they're 5 losses, but they had to go like 5-0, including beating Buffalo on the road and Georgia Tech at neutral field. How many teams in the country are going to do that on a backup quarterback, right? Not a lot. So talk all the shit you want about Boston College, but frankly, you know, they did what they needed to do. And we get a first down here for Huey Creed. We'll see if Oklahoma State can do what they need to do. It's DeQuavius Gates now. They can feel pressure starting to build. 7.5 minutes left, down 8. Huey Creed takes the snap. He has room! Big time run there for Huey Creed. The Old Dominion transfer, it very well could come down to his ability. Split backs. Tyreek Asher, bottom of the screen. And it's almost picked again! Gates, stop it! Flirting with disaster over the middle. Stop it right now. 2nd and 10 now across the 50. Once again, I am asking Gates to throw it to Asher. And he's sacked! It's Jakeem Bobo! They bring the blitz. They get to the Heisman favorite. Third and 19 now for Oklahoma State. Gates, he has time. He throws that short. It's going to be Creed, and he can't make magic. 4th down. Welcome in, guys. Definitely a crazy ball game today. Still a lot of game left. We have 2 defensive touchdowns on the day. Very heavy snow is impacting these teams' play calling as well. It's going to be a good finish. Auto bid on the line and potentially a first-round bye on the line as well. And for Oklahoma State, if they lose, they may not even make it into the playoff. That's how nutty today has been. So, frankly, for me right now, you got to win this game if you're either team. And if you're on the bubble, you are hoping for an Oklahoma State win here. You cannot let Nebraska get in if you're on the bubble. That will just ruin your season. So Julius Swain, another score could end it here. They're going to definitely start running the clock. They get 3 here. We're in endgame now in the Big 12. The most unlikely matchup possible entering Week 14. And Swain gets the first. Big Red's loving it. Big day to be Big Red if you're in Western Kentucky or Lincoln, Nebraska. So 1st and 10 here for Nebraska. Trying to end it here, and Julius Swain, hold that rock. Oh my God, he's flinging it out there. Begging to fumble it. Yeah, Georgia Tech got in at the 12 seed at 9-4. May not be so lucky this year. Julius Swain, oh, he goes down in the backfield. 3rd down. Chance for OK State. They have no points here in the second half. Only points was the pick 6 from Nebraska. Both offenses have been stifled since the snow picked up. 3rd and 3. Hands it off to Brandon Adams. It's a first. That's going to allow him to run the clock now. Pistol Pete can't believe it. Oklahoma State is on the brink of elimination. Swain keeps it. He gets 8. If you're this run defense, you got to dig deep. You got to find a way. Got to play dirty. You've got to get the ball back. 4 minutes and some change. 2nd and 2, and they're running a clock. Last chance here to get a stop, and then you got to use the timeouts if you let up a 1st down. You cannot give up a score. That will end the game. They're not in scoring range quite yet. 2nd and 2. And nice stop here. Pushes them backwards. Kerry Baker has been elite there in the middle. Stopped him for a second at least. This defensive line working overtime today. The snow definitely did not help Oklahoma State today. 3rd and 4. Game coming down to the wire. 1st down will force Nebraska, or will force OK State to use those timeouts. Biggest play of the game right here. 3rd and 4. Julius Swain takes a snap. He's going to throw it. No rush to speak of. That's a first. Bobby Williams hangs on. Nebraska can taste the playoff. The corn is about to get creamed. Couple more 1st downs. Brandon Adams finds his way 4 yards. Oklahoma State not calling a timeout quite yet. 2nd and 6. Swain can taste it. Hand off. Brandon Adams goes backwards. And he somehow gets back to the line. 3rd and 6. This is the game. Split backs. Handoff. It's a fake. Swain dumps it to Adams. He stays in bounds. He cuts inside, cuts out. There he goes. Brandon Adams inside the 10. Lincoln can taste it. They hand it off to Adams. To the outside. He breaks one. Final timeout. Oklahoma State has to get a turnover here. They have to force a fumble. 2nd and goal. The handoff to Adams. He cuts outside. There it is. Touchdown, Nebraska. They take a 2-score lead here in Arrowhead. Nebraska fans want to celebrate, but all they can think about is Coastal Carolina. They're not going to celebrate until it is triple zeros. The most ridiculous peak and valley year in SFA history. It may just be finishing on the mountaintop. But there's still too much time on the clock, folks. Anything can happen. What's that law? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Who is going to make that final play for Nebraska? Gates, the Heisman hopeful, floats it, and that's dropped. And with the results today, we don't know even if Oklahoma State will find their way into the playoff now. Firmly on the bubble. Gates dumps it. It's Creed. Clock continues to run. Third and 2. Gates makes an adjustment. You've got to find Asher here. Dump is short again. That's going to be a first. Drive continues. They can get a touchdown. They have a chance at the onside kick. Yams it deep down the seam, and it's tipped away. First time we've seen Gates yam it today. That's the first yam of all day. Bid Thieves going crazy today. The bubble is catastrophically bad today. There's Asher. Makes a play. Finally, his second catch. First and 10 now. Throws that short. 52 seconds. No, but when I say that the team that was number 2 in the country coming into the week, Southern Miss, is on the bubble now. Like firm bubble. We don't know who's getting in. Second and 6. There's Asher again. Did he show up just too late? 48 seconds. They're inside the 25. Time is ticking. Gates dumps that to Creed. He has to get that first. He does. It's 13. .37 seconds left. Gates over the middle, and it's a drop. A good drop there from Creed. Save some time. You got to get a touchdown here. Gates throws it and into the dirt. Third down. Looking grim here for Cowboy fans. Blitz coming. Gates escapes, throws that, and it's it's deflected by Chase Boggs' ass. Game on the line. 4th and goal. 23 seconds. They bring a blitz. Gates to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. It's John Henry. They're not done yet, folks. The mountaintop is not yet. Not yet, Nebraska. Not yet. You cannot celebrate till the fat lady is singing. They're not going to go for 2 here, so they're going to delay our suspense. We're going to get to see an onside kick. They missed 2 onside kicks against Coastal. Nebraska did. Can they get this one in the snow? They recover it. Can they hang on? They do! Nebraska! They might have just done it. Victory formation, and it feels so sweet. And as we hit triple zeros, Nebraska is going to the CFP. They beat Tennessee. They blew a 27-point lead to Coastal. They lost every sim game of the season. But then they beat Iowa State. They beat OK State. And they found a way to make it to the championship game, and they beat OK State a second time. Unbelievable. All the big thieves won today. The CFP selection committee is in shambles, but Nebraska will be amongst the bowl, or the bid winners. What a day, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next for bowl season and the Citrus Bowl. We got a lot more coming before College Football 25 drops. Thanks for watching. My God, folks. My God, what the hell? So, officially, our auto bids, and that's a Nebraska cover, by the way. So, officially, our auto bids are Michigan, USC, Boston College, Tennessee, Nebraska, and Fresno State. I'm sick. Absolutely disgusting. Obviously, Nebraska's only 3 years removed from a national championship appearance. Tennessee has been in the playoff or amongst the playoff for the last 5 years. USC's new to the picture. Boston College is new. Michigan's new. What a crazy season. Let's see how this thing happens. I mean, this was just a dire weather situation for Oklahoma State. They didn't stand a chance. The run game's better for Nebraska. The defense is better for Nebraska. The offensive line's better for Nebraska. I'm surprised Oklahoma State actually kept it this close. Julius Swain, he went 14 of 15 in the snow for 120, but running the ball, man, they were able to do it very well. Outside that one fumble, they did the job. And on defense, I mean, you didn't get the crazy plays from Boggs. I think we'll see that probably more in the CFP in some of these dome or warm, weather spots, but they did get the pick 6 from Jacob Phillips. This is an elite scoring defense. They always seem to get defensive touchdowns. And for Oklahoma State, they're now on the bubble, and Heisman questions galore. Will they win the Heisman? We don't know. Stequavius Gates, this is not a Heisman caliber type of a day. So it's going to be interesting to see. Asher went 3 for 37 as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what these records and what these committees deem is going to happen. Playoff committee has a lot to think about here. And I'm hoping CFP and all bowl games will be released tonight, hopefully. Recruiting coming tonight as well. Who will get Magnus Hannibal, the defensive end? Yeah, let's check out players of the game. I'm going to post all the games, then we're going to go immediately into the playoff committee. As always, I say it every stream, and I don't say it enough. I do appreciate all the support. Any follow, like, sub, bit, anything that you guys do to support any of our channels on our family networks. Love to see it. Join our head-to-head server. It's going to launch when the new game launches. And then also check the announcements and make sure to DM me. I do not want you to lose your team over something dumb. So it's a Nebraska cover here. And next time you hear from me, it will be releasing the college football playoff for season 15. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in a bit. Peace.